so I'll be working 2 to 3:30 in the afternoon from home, and then on site about 6:30 at night till maybe 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and then having them over probably on Sunday. So it doesn't give me much window of time to, like, you know, get the house set up, you know, that type of thing.
Oh, if I know you, it's probably already set up just perfectly. So.
Oh, no, I don't know. I just came back from a week-long conference in Vegas. I was there for our core system. So that, and then as soon as I came back, then I was gone for a whole day for our phone vendors conference, lunch and learn. So it's been really busy.
That was a huge conference, wasn't it? Because there's a ton of people that I work with that were at that.
So let me tell you, I flew in on Sunday with Garrett, and one of my friends from another credit union, he's actually the one that wanted to hire me. He got us tickets for the Cirque du Soleil for Michael Jackson.
Something in Iowa?
Or
no, it was with Fiserv. Okay, Vibrant, but it had connections with Fiserv somehow.
Yeah, they've got like they're like all over their website for Fiserv as one of their credit unions examples and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
They are doing a lot of really cool things. But so he bought tickets to go see Cirque du Soleil Michael Jackson. Then Monday, we had dinner with our executive rep as well as his executive rep. So both credit unions, you know, I mean, everything, of course, is a la carte, and like a bowl of soup was $25, if that tells you anything. And then the other exec rep, Bill and I were looking at, you know, because Bill came Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, flew out back home Friday, my husband. And so we were looking at the wine list, and we're laughing because one of the bottles of wine was like $10,000. There was a bottle of wine. Yes, for 10 grand. So we're going, oh, ha, 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 ha. So the other rep goes, well, let me order the bottle of wine. He flippin' orders a bottle of wine that costs $250.
Good Lord.
The dinner, yeah. It's just, and we're not even part of his team. We're part of my other, you know what I mean? And so then Tuesday, my rep, because I'm friends with her, she got us tickets for J-Lo. So I was 4th row center for J-Lo. Amazing. She did a 2.5-hour show and changed costumes throughout the whole time, no break. It was amazing.
Oh
she's my like idol. I wish I could be her. She's absolutely beautiful. So that was Tuesday. Then Wednesday they had the Madame Trousseau, the wax museum. So it was a private event. So that was like busy on Wednesday. Thursday is when they had their big award ceremony and all of that. And they had Train was our private concert.
Oh,
so
nice.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
The last time I went to it, they actually had Earth, Wind, and Fire before that guy passed away, one of the lead singers. So yeah, man. So it's always like huge if they allow me to go to it, because I am telling you, it's whoever plans these events, holy crap, are they good. And then all the marketing swag all over the whole hotel. It was all at the Venetian. And then they had, so they booked the Venetian and the Palazzo is where they had the room set up. And then all of the sessions were in the Venetian. And they had swag, the Fiserv swag throughout the whole conference area and within the hotel. And, you know, that stuff's expensive.
Oh, yeah. I think that's... And I might be wrong on this, but I'm 99% sure that's why we looked at switching Powwow to October. Was because a lot of times it would be the same around the same time as this conference.
No one would come.
And there'd be and there'd be a lot of people that couldn't come because it was either at the same time or it was back to back, and they just weren't able to be out that long. So that's why we looked at. And ended up switching it to
it was like
October.
So all day was like training. You could purchase training, or you go to like their normal training, and then there were breakout sessions. There were one-to-ones and networking, and throughout like all day. And then from 5 o'clock to like 8 o'clock every single night, they had where you would go to like a solution center. So it was like all their ancillary products and services. So all like the vendors, but they had people walking around every single day with like these amazing appetizers and free wine and beer before you even started your evening. Like it's the money. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Right.
Ridiculous.
We were in, so Courtney and I went and did some on-site training in Austin, Texas recently. And the hotel that she was staying at, because she accidentally, because she booked both of our rooms, and she accidentally booked hers at the Hyatt Regency, and I was at Hyatt Place. So we weren't but a mile or something away from each other.
Oh, are you kidding?
But we were, yeah, we were at different Hyatts, and the one that she was at, so they had, I think it's, I'm trying to think of the name, it's Athletico or something like that. It's like Gap's version of like athletic clothing line, like yoga pants and stuff like that. And so they had basically taken over this huge hotel, and like the escalators were branded with Athletico stuff. Like there was stuff, mannequins all over. Like even the elevators, like they were clear windows. They were branded.
Isn't that so cool?
Just like that on its own has got to be so much money, like marketing wise. Where Courtney goes, hey, how do I get a pair of these yoga pants that you have everywhere? And they're like, sorry, we're not giving anything away to you. But no, it's like you said, it's just crazy the money. It went really well. It was actually kind of a new experience for us because it was a group. They're called Texas Medical Liability Trust. So they do risk management and malpractice policies for doctors in Texas. And so, that's out of the, financial vertical that we're used to. So it's kind of cool to see how, another group could use Ensemble that's not necessarily a financial institution. And my goodness, you talked about you're going out to that vendor dinner. They took us out to dinner actually. I think Monday or Tuesday night that we were there, and we went to this place that we sit down, and Courtney and I open up the menu, and I can feel her wanting to look at me, and I'm wanting to look at her. Like the ribeye is like $146, and we're like, we'll take an appetizer. Like you don't want to be, you don't
salad, right?
Yeah, right. And they all left, and we're pulling out in their BMWs and Mercedes, and we're like, I think this group has a little bit of money. So, but
well, good thing that they took you guys out. That was really nice.
Yeah, definitely, because if they would have ordered the $146 ribeye, I would have had to really explain that one. But no. So, hey, I wanted to tell you too, I don't know if you noticed, there is another person on the line with us. Her name is Stacia. She is one of our...
Hello.
She is one of our, and she sits right behind me. She's one of our newest CSMs on Ensemble. And I just wanted to, she's been sitting in on some calls with us on the team. And I was like, hey, at 2 o'clock today, you have to sit in on this one because their portal's amazing and you're going to love it. So she's going to kind of sit. Good. And I will also, and we'll do this after we kind of go through the tour and you show me everything. I wanted to ask for a favor, coming in begging to you about maybe doing a review for us. It's a site called G2 Crowd, and we'll go over it a little more after this, and I'll send you the link. But it would be awesome if you and Patty could do a review on there. And it's so if you and Patty did it, if the two of you did it, you would both get a $25 Amazon gift card. So simple as that. Just a quick review, and we kick you a $25 Amazon card. So
I'll take a look at it. You know how I am.
Unless you're going to say Cameron stinks, Passageways is awful, then I'll send you $25 not to do that.
But since you have a newbie, can she see my screen right now?
I can.
So just so
Perfect.
you know, I'll just show you real fast, like only 2 pages, but this was our start page on the old, before the revamp, and this was our home page, just so that you can kind of like see the difference between the two. So
Right.
this is what we lived off of, so you know.
And I gotta hop in there on that, Erlinda. Did you, or maybe not yet, but will you make sure and get screenshots so we can do, because we gotta start prepping for your bestie here soon. Showing some of the before and afters is going to be awesome. Like, people are night and day difference.
It's
Pretty incredible. Yeah.
And this is our start page today.
That's crazy. That's a huge transition.
Well, how do you want me to go through this then, Cam? Just kind of click away like I did with you previously?
Yeah, I think, and I hit record a little bit ago. So yeah, I'd just say, just kind of take it from here. I'll let you drive, and you kind of do the flow however you want. I mean, all of it is just awesome. So really, there's no bad way to go about it at all. So
There's
yeah,
a lot, and we have done a lot since you've been even on it, Cam. So you'll be.
I know, that's why I had on my to-do list for a while. I was like, it was to reach out to you and try and schedule some time. And I'm like, gosh, why haven't I got this done yet? I was like, I know I haven't seen a ticket come through, so they're not. So no, I reached out to you this week, hoping we could schedule some time. I had been I was in Texas, and then was home for a week, and then was in Texas for another week, and then now I'm back for a couple weeks, and I go to Denver for an on-site there, and then I'm back, and then I get married and go on my honeymoon.
I know. I just saw that too. I had it written in my calendar. I was setting something up, and I was like, Cam gets married tomorrow. I'm like, oh my gosh, already? So I have you in my Outlook, actually. That's so funny.
Awesome.
So this banner is customized by department. I'll let her see that first. If you click here, this will automatically take you back to our home page. This is our employee doc, and we also were able to customize the hover, which coincides with this. This is My Lighthouse, so this is every department's internal page that they work off of daily. This is our, ADP for logging in and out. This is our Christian Financial Credit Union website, Google, and then a lot of our frontline staff uses web Outlook access, so I wanted a quick click. But these are all customized based on your department that you work in, and how we did that is we used Active Directory, and we used filled in and did some attributes of different things that we wanted, so that when the employee logs into Internet Explorer or Chrome, it already will default to the portal. When we're creating people, or we're making branch changes or supervisor changes, everything is just put into AD, and it automatically will update based on the role that we have them set up. It will also then give them their own personalized banner, so that they are getting the correct internal page as well. So this is all, none of this we paid for. We all did this with the new version, 6.1. We were kind of waiting, and it's amazing what we were able to do with the new version.
And to hop in on that for you, Stacia, so when she's talking about the My Lighthouse and that integrating with AD, so basically if you are in HR and you hit the portal, and you click on My Lighthouse and you have the HR role, that's going to take you to the HR page. Whereas if you're in IT and you log in, you're going to see the exact same thing, but when you click on that My Lighthouse, it's going to take you to your home page.
Right. That's awesome. Very personalized.
So this is I'm in IT, so this is the IT internal page that people don't see. So since we're here, I'll just quickly go through. This is like everybody's, like their daily tasks. So what we did is, these are all manuals of everything that they need to do on those, those dates and times. If you click on here, you see we put in the hover, Then we have our daily checkoff lists that
I like
coincide
it. You gave Dan a beard.
that they take care of. This is our ticketing tracking system. So what happened is, since we were doing a new portal, in 1 week we also created this new ticket tracking system. And then what we did with this is we also coincided with our lighthouse. So I tried to pull together the theme for the credit union as well as our logo in multiple different areas. And then these are all just quick links. I like my staff to start the day with a smile, so I throw a little Dilbert in there. And of course, you know, I like some animation. You see, this looks like one of our IT guys. This is how he works. He taps his foot, so we thought that was super cute. And then we personalize everybody's internal pages so that they can pick whatever they want in terms of the right side. Every department selected their own lighthouse, and every department came up with their own tagline for their department and a description for each of their departments. So,
Okay.
And then again, this will take you back to home. So no matter where you are, you can access different areas of what you need to do your job throughout the day. Another nice thing about the 6.1 is these drop downs. And I had to fight for these with my team, my design team, but now everybody loves them and they would like die if they couldn't have this quick access. I will give you, I'll go real quickly, like these are the departments. So this was fun to make. This is every one of our departments, and you can see that all of them have their different lighthouses. And what we did is we did a hover so that way, because all the lighthouses have different colors, and it looked really crazy, like it was too much. So we kind of did like the soft tones, but then if you go and hover over them, then you can see everybody's lighthouses, and you can see the different, you can see everything different. And and then each one of these will take you to the public pages of those departments. So here's an example of one of them, and I'll quickly click through. So again, everyone got to pick their own lighthouse. Everyone has a different tag. Everyone has a different description. We put all of the department people here. We're not using I will show, I won't say that. But so let's say that we click on one of the employees. I have it tied where it goes into the user profile page so that there's a little bit more information. And again, all of this comes from Active Directory. We have put all of this in Active Directory as part of, keeping everything together. Then everyone got to decide. We tried to keep, I have templates too, but we try to keep them consistent so that if you get promoted or you're going to a different department or you're sitting in and with someone to learn maybe as a backup or whatnot, that everyone knows if they go to the right side of the lighthouse, there's going to be forms and docs, or manuals and procedures, links, so it's a little bit of consistency. But I'll just do a real quick so that you can see more up close. So this is our accounting team. And I don't know why my internet's going a little slow today. Oh, it's because of the alerts. But so then again, see the forms and docs, the manuals, procedures. Some departments, this is a hyperlink to a link page, and other, because they don't have a lot, they're just underneath. And then we have a bunch of different pages. This one's kind of cool. I don't know if you saw this one, Cam. We did a separate.
I think I did, yeah.
Okay, so we did a separate dispute page. I did a different, a new work group, because there's so many different departments that work on disputes. So each one of these is a different department that might be taking care of it. So this is ACH. And then everything that they need, their documents, their forms, their contact people. I don't know why this is running slow. Again, however they wanted to customize their stuff. And then we also added the hyperlinks that if they click that, it would be like a back button. So we did that for all the pages. IT went in and just put them that way. It would make it easy for people. since I know you're recording, I don't know if you want me to just flip on everything, Cam, so I'm just kind of going to do
Yeah, no, absolutely. This is perfect. And I was going to tell you too, when with the alerts, are you hitting the minimize or to get them out of there, or what are you doing? Because if you actually just click on the screen, they should go in the background and then not pop out like that. Because if you hit minimize, they're gonna. I think every time, yeah. So if you just don't, like, if you just click somewhere else on the page, it won't pop out like that for you.
Okay, hold on now. What page did this go to? Let me clean up a little. So just stay on the screen?
Yep, and then when it, like next time when you navigate to another page, just click somewhere else on that page, and then that alert will stay in the background. I think if you do open up a new, if it opens up a new window, then I think it'll come up again. But if you're not opening up a new window and you just click off, then you'll see it's not going to pop up. It'll just like flash in the background or something for you. So that's what I found here, at least with our alerts. If I don't want it to, come up anytime I navigate, I just click off, and then it'll stay in the background.
And I think that's probably why it's taking so long for the grid. You know what I mean?
Because it keeps rethinking the.
See.
Yeah. Yep. So if you just click off the page, yep, beautiful. Now it shouldn't be coming up for you every time. MasterCard and Visa.
So that's like all the disputes, just for that one. Some of them we have like new pages, and others we have different. Here, let me put this one back to home before I go to the next one. Keep clicking over here so that.
Yeah, and then if you don't even touch it, if you just click on empty space, it should stay in the background for you.
So again, the consistency.
Mm-hmm. It was funny when I would show this, like some screenshots and stuff. One time someone goes, "Why is there a cross in their products and services?" or something like that. And I was like, "Well, they are Christian Financial, so."
Right,
like,
and
okay.
our original seg was churches, so we wanted to keep something. So that's why you see the cross here in our logo, our little mini logo.
This is one of my favorites. I like this page a lot.
I know, isn't it pretty? Well, wait till you see what I made her do for those other pages, because it wasn't that pretty when you saw it, so now it's really pretty. So our collections departments, they're frequently used links. And these, again, are just the public pages. These are not, they're private. Everybody was super excited about being able to see themselves. You know what I mean? To know who to contact and how to contact them. So this is a new one that I fixed over here. I worked with our marketing girl, so I'll just show this one and go back to departments. So we had share resources and lending resources, and they were really plain and not very exciting to look at. So we went ahead and I worked with her and I said, let's, pick some different lighthouses and give them their own. So this one looks really nice. Yeah, this is new that you haven't seen yet. And then you haven't seen the lending one either. The rest of it I think you've seen. So, and then all of these are based on what kind of account, so everything, a click, a simple click, clicking here, taking you back.
Wonder if there's a difference in the way the alerts. Yeah, I wonder if there's a difference in the way the alerts.
Delete it or minimize it, it still doesn't do anything either. So
well, so I'm wondering if there's something different between Chrome and Internet Explorer, because on Chrome if I just click off of the screen to go back and don't click minimize, just click off, then it stays in the window. It stays in a window in the background and doesn't come to the forefront anymore. So I wonder if there's something with Internet Explorer that's different than Chrome. I'm going to, because that's, I can imagine how it's irritating for you, and it would be very irritating to me as well. So I'll get with support and see if maybe that's a known setting or something in Internet Explorer compared to Chrome, because it doesn't do that for me in Chrome.
That'd be cool. Yeah, because I mean, I can open up Chrome. I mean, I know where I'm at, you know, in terms of the recording. So we did CCD collections, deposit app. Oh, we did disputes, sorry. Employee services. Ooh, that looks good. So this is all of our HR. And then all of, I mean, there's just so much data, so much information we have in here now that we didn't have before, you know?
It seems like it's going faster in Chrome also.
It does. Well, you know what? It's like the alert hasn't popped up.
Yeah.
Like that's why I'm not having problems with the graphics.
Maybe we even look at, I mean, does everyone like the pop-out alerts, or is the email actually better? Because I prefer the email alerts, really.
We have to do both because our frontline doesn't have Outlook as a program.
Good call.
So
Yeah.
I have to have both in case there's a fraud situation. So typically we have them do both a portal alert. That way they have to keep the portal open at their department page all day long. And then the frontline in between members can go into their email up here, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then some people, all the programs only work in IE. Other people, you know, so we have a mixed environment right now. This was a pretty one too.
Yeah. It's funny, I have groups that I'm working with now that I've shown screenshots or whatever of this, and it's funny, we'll be on a call like a couple weeks later and she's like, hey, but by the way, can you show me again this page on the Lighthouse? And like they referred to it as the Lighthouse. I'm like, that's freaking awesome.
That's awesome. Kind of like when we kept saying the perch. That's
cool. Yeah.
It was fun having to build out all these little ones, but these are all links. And, versus like just having the text written, we went ahead and did a bunch of graphics for it.
We're using Tableau now also.
Oh, I love Tableau. So here's the lending one. So now look at here's the new one that you haven't seen either. Don't you love that lighthouse?
Oh, that's so cool.
So I picked the share in the lending lighthouse, so I was pretty excited. And then again, we try to do, icon, buttons, quick clicks. Tabbed islands is always like one of our favorite. And then we did all these templates for staff, so they just had to fill in the blanks, to do what they wanted.
I feel like that's Chicago. I feel like I've seen that lighthouse actually before.
You know what? It might be actually. I think one of them was Chicago. But like I like color. I like movement. I don't want to.
No, it looks awesome.
I don't want to stare at just words because then to me it's boring. So then we have different things that we incorporated. So here you go with the products and services module. because they fought me on that. But I'm like, it's a beautiful program, and all of the contacts are also driven through Active Directory, so we don't put the people's names. If their attribute is this department, then then we only put the department in the products and services module on that page, and it went and pulled the people. So people change departments. I don't have to go in and manually do anything. It's all being driven by Active Directory, which to me is like a big time saving. Anything that you don't have to go in manually and redo is fine.
And we're about to release here, I think at the end of the month, system permissions, and I think that's one that even streamlines that even further. And it ties in exactly with Active Directory like you're doing here, but I mean it manages everything you could possibly think of, from a new employee to a termination to the switch and roll, and there's basically
I was in the session when Stephanie was talking about it, so I took some screenshots. Wow, I did the survey and everything. So this is our maintenance crew, and nobody but Mike over here, who's the right here, is the only one that actually has network. So we just did a quick email him, you know what I mean, for staff, so it goes right to there. Just to try to make things easy for people. But I wanted them to have their own page, you know.
Yeah,
we need
definitely.
their cell phone numbers. And then marketing, so their promo page. Any promotions that they've got going on. And then they had picked the winner, so I called marketing. I said, hey, can you put the winner on the page so that way we can see them, you know.
Yeah, super cool.
And I don't know if this will go back to my marketing, because marketing, I tried to let them, she was on my design team, so kind of let her play with her. Remember communication and branding for, must be clicking too fast. This is our call center, which is a Member Solution Center. And then they, you know, the one that they get a lot of calls on is disputes, so we gave everybody a template, and then we told them what they could customize to themselves. Oh, and I think we saw that one. And then here's another page with the payments and products and services. So I'll do personal accounts so she can see something a little different. So each one of the products has a different background. It's not a lighthouse, but it kind of goes with that beach or water theme. On savings, there was only one, but this is where we put all of the products and services module pages and tied those in. I'm going to show one as a comparison because I had seen something similar on one of your training sessions that I liked, but they had it on their website. So we created similar, but right within the page. But then each one of these is a link then to the products and services page, you know, module. So that way they get a quick overview, but then they can easily select for more details if they're talking to a member. You know, like all that, let's see. And then if she just wants to see, since you're recording all the pretty pictures.
Love it.
That's one of my favorites. I like the little star.
Bill Sand-Dollar.
We try to keep in theme.
No, and you've done awesome on it.
Try. We just love it. And this is just our treasure chest. So let me close some of these so we don't get too messy. That was without payment. So this is the Portal Design Team. So it was us
I like
that
this page.
grabbed that. And then what I did is, as a gift, you know, when I got the Alex and Annie bracelets for the girls, this
Mm-hmm.
I really thought told you exactly what a lighthouse and why we picked that. So I wanted it, like the reason why. And then each of these are like any manuals that they would need. So some of them are from Ensemble or some of them are internal that I made. And then this is the only one that we're using for the Voice Your Concerns. This is the only page that has it, and it's tied to the Portal Design Team. So if people need changes in the library, in the public libraries, or they have questions, or any kind of comments, then, and we use this for our scavenger hunt. We moved it, actually. I didn't keep it here, so I had it in another spot. I had it hidden, so people really had to search.
Well, and I think the last time I looked at that page, the guides and stuff were all just links. I like the way that you put the buttons in there for it.
Oh, I didn't like it. Yeah, no, I was looking at it and I'm like, I don't like it. I said, this is our page.
It looks really
this
clean.
Design team. I want buttons. I want icons. So, and then this is the IT, so tech support. This is me, in case she's wondering. Both of these will take us back to our ticket checking program. So, and, you know, of course, a little minion. So we have a splash of color. Oops, I must have went back too far. Oh, here. Oh. But it was so funny. I don't know if she heard the story, but did you tell her how originally my team didn't want a lot of color? They said it hurt their eyes. They didn't like the animation. And
yeah, the animation. I'm not sure if she had joined yet when I was talking about that in our Monday meeting. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So, but the CEO saw this page, and so now that's why you saw a blinking light bulb. You'll see some other things when I show you some internal pages, because then she was like, oh yeah, we want animation. So it was pretty cool to me that justification, I guess, of me fighting different things.
No, I remember you came to me and asked me, and I was like, no, I love it. They're dumb. And then you came back, you're like, guess what? You were right. Patty loves it. They are dumb.
And this is new too, because what we did is then we put a video that talks about skimmers and stuff on you know, in reference to like where the ATMs are. So we're trying to, you know, put some videos and do some animation and, you know, little things. We've got pictures all over, just a bunch of different things that we are trying to do. So that this one, I don't know if yeah, we have our little IT guy.
The IT model.
Yes, there you go. And then, of course, our bat phone. So we had to have Batman. And then just their other products, other things that we give them information on that we have. I think that's it for departments. Directories is pretty cool because I felt that people didn't know where things were. That way they're not printing anything if they're looking for information. So we kind of put everything real easy for them to find. These I have them set up. We never had this, so this was something new that I implemented as well. But we have them open up in different, a secondary browser window, so then that way if they go back, they're not losing where they might be. And this is the one Cam likes. So this is our board of directors and our management team. And then again, each one of these will, let me see, who can, oh, here, outdoor CEO. Is tied again.
Clicking on my mom.
Yes, there you go. So funny, isn't it? To be the same
If you didn't know Stacia, my mom's name's Patricia Campbell also.
What are the chances?
And then Cam likes this one too. This is our organizational chart. So I had HR actually put our last names now. So then that way they can do a quick search. I first name or last name, and then we incorporated the pictures as well. So that's like and then these are our De La Salle. These are our students. So those change off because they get credits at the high school for working at the student credit union branch, as well as they get credit for it for finance. And then our quick clicks is all of our simplistic, just everything and anything that people wanted. Originally, I only had I think 11, and people keep asking for more and more. So they were scared about losing this page.
Mm-hmm.
So when I first put it on, people were freaked out. Reservations, we used it in the past, then we stopped using it, so now I re-implemented it. And what we did is we have, of course, our pictures of everything, the calendar that goes with the reservations piece, and any of the ones that say that they have to open up a task, we did this as a hyperlink so that they don't have to go off to another page. Everything is right at their fingertips.
Beautiful.
Reservations. Anything else here? Each one, these are different task trackers, so that's good. Then what we did with our, we had rates, but I also wanted service charges. So if they're alone, some of them will come here and others will come directly from our website.
Mm-hmm.
So then that way we're not maintaining in 2 locations. So
Yeah.
the members, this is what we see. So then it comes right from our website page. So, and then the home equity, so that's an internal. And this one will also come from the website. And that way you're saying the latest and greatest, and it's exactly what members are seeing is what we're seeing, and there's no room for incorrect information.
Mm-hmm.
So libraries was another one that I had to fight for, because in every public page by department has their own set of documents, forms, links, manuals, procedures, and policies. And then every internal page has their own internal that they don't want all the employees to see, but it's stuff that their department people need to see. And then the libraries is public for everybody. So you have multiple ways of finding documents and forms. You can either go to the library, everything's alphabetical order. Then what I wanted is that if someone is, let's say that they're filling out, I don't know, whatever, I'll just pick a form. So they're looking at the buddy program guidelines, and so they're opening it up, they open up the form, they don't know who they need to talk to, they have questions. So right next to it, where is it, which one? It tells you the name of the department. So if you click on that hyperlink, it will take them to the public page. They know who to call, the information's right here. They could do the email, because that will work, or they can get more data and send a separate alert as well. So again, who owns what product? Who do I call if I have a question? I think that right there helped a lot for people. But I really think adding this department thing was, if I don't say so myself, a pretty smart idea, because it's already proven itself. So.
Well, and I've shared that with several groups, and they've began implementing something very similar to that, wanting to do that, because that was an awesome best practice.
Well, and this idea just generated because I was like, probably because I've worked here for so long, and I see, based on my role in IT, how many new employees we get, and they're training, they're nervous, they have a form, someone yells out, go to the portal, use this form, but now they have questions, right? How do they know who to call? And you want to make sure they're getting the right information all the time, consistent and correct. So I think this was one of the really cool things. And then I wanted all the branches so that people, if they're on the phone or if they're helping a member, They want to know what our holidays are. They need to find an ATM to assist somebody with something really fast. I, again, wanted, and then each branch has their own. So there's a picture of the branch, a map of the branch, the hours, because all the branches have different hours. Do they have a drive-through? Do they not? Do they have Notary Republic? You know, do they, what's the other question we get? Here's our Roseville one. So here's another one. Do they have one ATM? Do they have two ATMs? Do they have a coin machine that the member can go to? So some real quick, plus then it has the pictures, and so we tied that in for the drop down. So I will go back to the home page. We already saw products and services. We saw teams and departments. We saw promos, and I think we saw employee doc. So
I don't know if we did see employee doc or not, actually.
yeah, well, we did, but oh no, we didn't. You're right. So again, the doc for the doc.
Love it.
Community involvement, anything that we're doing. So this one is charity. This one is member charities. By quarter, what we're doing, where their web links are, and what are we doing for employees, anything that, you know, we do at our branches or that we go and volunteer for. So all of that is there for them as well. I just hate all these open. I know, terrible, terrible. And then fun and social. So we call that group Be the Change. And then who's on the, you know, what do they do? What kind of events are coming? I know we're going to be doing some stuff right here, Habitat for Humanity. And then if there's any photos, then they'll populate them. Oh, there's Garrett. There's Patty, our CEO. And here's Dan, also from my IP. So kind of cool because then, you know, they'll do like different things for the holidays. Like they, you know, what was it when they did the solar eclipse, they did the Oreo cookies and different things like our in-service day. You have bring your child to work day and all that kind of stuff. So was that it? Or, oh, and I think I already showed you this one. So yeah, we went through all of these.
We did see that one.
Now this one you did not see for CCD because I worked with, she was actually on my portal design team, but I worked on this with her. So for existing employees, here's again the products and services that will take you right to that module, you know, to that homepage. And teller resources, which is our shared. So we have forms. Oops, we don't have anything there yet. But then again, I wanted, I'm like, oh, if you're doing a tab island, do a picture for the first tab, right? And these are all links. Did I click off? Sorry. FSRs, which I think we went, so again, their links, their commission tracker, their audit tracker. Here, this hyperlink goes to the promotional page. So then that way they don't have to look all over. These go again to the share. This one goes to lending. And what else do we have? This is where we do all of our staff training, so a simplistic login. So that was new on that one. The new employee one is another one that I helped her with. So we did it the same concept as like the products and services, so that it's just a quick click. So she's teaching about deposits, what day.
Oh, nice.
And then we did hyperlinks, and then these are all their day one, their agendas, all their training manuals, any quizzes, anything that they're going to be doing for those days. So, yeah, because she just has everything like this is it. And I was like, no, we have to fix this. So we went ahead, added the CCD lighthouse to it, and made them for all of these different areas for training. So she uses it for orientation, you know, but they all kind of are all consistent. They all have that same format. The agenda, the manuals, the quizzes, links on how to get to the different places. Trying to think if there was anything new. I think that's it for the new stuff on public pages. Are you okay over there? She's not bored?
No, not at all. This is great.
So I'll just do real quick on the internal, and then if you have questions. So here's accounting. So this again, like I said, we did a template for everybody, and then they got to pick what they wanted their 3 buttons to be, and then we put, like, see, this was already built up for them. They just had to fill in the blanks. What they did here is I worked with the accounting girl that worked on this, and then we were using the portal. Let me see, is it the PTO one? So we're actually using the portal calendars, and then everything was they color coordinated them by the employee.
Oh.
And that way they know, oh, can I ask for the day off or not, because someone else already has the day off, and everyone has their own color. So it's kind of cool. And they wanted a quick click to the org chart and the disputes. These are the things that that are important to them, that they need. And then what I did is we renamed, so all of these work groups, nobody sees them unless they say CFCU, because CFCU then is all the brand new. But I didn't want to get rid of the old ones in case, I want to give them time to play with the portal, just to make sure that they're not missing pages that they forgot. But they're all hidden from staff. So I can see it, but no one else can see it. And portal admins can see it at this
Yeah.
point.
And of course, we have to get those screenshots still.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to do it last. So this was my idea for branch operations, to have the carousel, because I wanted to use every single island as much as possible if we could. So I thought, what better way to put, use the carousels to show like all the different branches. And then what we did is, we have 11 branches because of the school, and I felt that the supervisors, needed to be kind of like recognized as a supervisor. So each one of these has the supervisors there. So as you can see, each branch, we show branch managers and the tellers and everybody else. But then what I wanted to do, and then these are all unique to those branches. They all have different like 801 numbers and, different fax and cover letters. But then I thought, well, okay, so now we have this. How about something for the whole branch? So then that way they take ownership and they're excited that they belong to this branch. And then what we did is I did not feel that IT or I thought HR could, but that's okay. They have a lot of that they're maintaining. So the branch managers are actually, or the regional sales managers who oversee the branches, are responsible for keeping these up to date when we make changes because those changes come from them. And then this one I wanted like the whole team. So now each branch has their whole department. These are auxiliary people, so these people are still in school, so that's why you're not seeing them. But that way they see their supervisor, but then they also see everybody else. We just couldn't we had too many tellers to be able to do like one page, So, and everybody seems pretty excited. And then again, these all go to their user profiles. Others, all of these will take you right to the user profile page for everybody. So we're very fair on all of that. And then I think these are all the same. What they did is they liked the scrolling marquee, so this is the only other department that uses it. And what they did is they have their alerts here, and they put it in the tabbed island, so then that way, however long it gets,
Yep.
they could hold to scroll, but then there's no scrolling on the page. Our goal was
Yeah.
trying not to have scrolls as minimally as possible, you know. So these are if they're having alerts, so then that way they're right to this team. And then this is if she, so the first week, I wish I would have taken a screenshot of that. She had in here, you know, make sure to thank the design team for all their hard work on the portal. So that was like pretty nice, you know. So that was branch, business development. And some of these departments didn't have internal pages, so it was pretty exciting, you know,
Yeah.
for them to be able to have their own place. So there was a lot of training then at that point on top of everything
Yeah.
else. And we did this, like I said, we had 3 months to do, but the first month was a lot of talking and brainstorming, trying to come up with a theme and everything else. So literally the work that we put into it was, we did in 2 months. We did not, you know, the first month talking. All right, let me hurry up and get those internals real fast before you have to log off. So
Oh, no, you're good. This is gold. You are giving us gold right now. This is so awesome. I think honestly, probably my favorite part about all of it is just the way you were able to structure the flow. That, you know, there's multiple ways to access what you need. I love that. I think that's one of the best things about it. And it's not even that you're having to reproduce any content. It's just that you're able to direct them to the page that's already made in a bunch of different ways, which is awesome.
Well, and there was a lot of discussion around that too, actually, because I felt that, you know, what works or makes sense to one person might not make sense to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
So you should be able to have that consistency, but then also, you know, let them pick what way do they remember, right?
Yeah. I even think about our portal here internally, and I may access information in a different way than, you know, say Stacia would, but we both get to the same place. It's just a matter of, you know, what's comfortable for us and how, you know, maybe how we're used to doing it or something like that. I think that's why it's awesome the way that everything just flows.
And then what I did here is, you see Tableau is like our main one, but then these are, if you see these, because some people were like, we don't know what to put on our page. So if they do this will take them directly to the Tableau report that they need. So again, it's all just a quick click. They don't have to go here, then find it. Since you're using Tableau, I just use the URL, just so you know, since I know you were just talking about it.
Yeah.
So these are very simplistic, real quickies to get to, right?
Yeah.
And we also use dashboards. So I did that with dashboards too. So like projects, our project tracker. Is this a dashboard? No, this is a Tableau. So some of them have dashboards, some of them don't. Then these are like our CUSOs that we work with. So we did links that go right for them to be able to log in real quickly. So, and how I did it is I told everybody, if you have it saved as a favorite or in your favorites bar, I'm going to delete all of those. So I made I didn't, but I pretended. So I made everyone through all of their favorites and all of their favorites bar, and make sure that if it was something they still used, that we added it as a button, or we added it as a link, or we did whatever for them. And then they liked the concept that we had in IT, so then she did the same thing as well in terms of what they need to do and what time frame with the manuals, because she liked that. And then this was a new one too, so we put like their passwords, and then because they're all generic for the department, and then the quick click fit. right to, where they need to go.
You know who's going to love this Tableau page is Nathan, because he's been kind of the guy spearheading Tableau on our side. And really, we haven't put anything on Atlas yet, other than a couple links to take you to the Tableau website. I'm going to show him this and be like, hey, remember when you used to work with her, Linda? It's like, come check out what she did. It's way cooler than what you're doing.
Well, you know what? It's cool to have the quick link to get to it, but why not make it more efficient, make it more productivity, and make it where people don't have to search. Let them go exactly to what it is that they need to work, because we have hundreds of them. Let them go by department exactly what it is that they have to work on. And then what we did here is for our indirect dealers, I had Garrett helping me, like doing the buttons. But as an example, we did it in Word because there's multiple different people, and we wanted them to be able to have all the people, but then do quick Outlook. So, because there's more than one, right? This streamlined everything for them. Now they just go where they need to go, and they don't have to look, search, nothing. It's right at their fingertips. So that one was pretty cool to do too. And it was a little consuming, and then again, they're doing the calendar just like they did. Resource page, so it takes them right to where they need to go. And again, for her, these are internal, so this isn't necessarily all staff. This is just what those department people use. And then they have different links than other people need access to, right? So these wouldn't necessarily be on their public page. So that's learning. That was a big one. My library, maintenance. Oh, I could show, real quickly, I'll show the rest of the internal, and then I'll show the management team. And then I think we're good, Pam. Am I okay on?
Yeah, you're good on time, for sure. Absolutely.
So, and they have all their, everything that they need when they're doing their sizes, their social media, anything that they need, their events. They also did the color coding on that. They like the org chart, different things that marketing likes to look at. Let's see, I'll just try to go as fast as I can. Internal. No,
you're doing fine. This is perfect. I don't even think I have a meeting the rest of the day, so we are doing fine.
Okay, that's perfect.
Maybe one at 4, but I can't remember. It's been a long week.
Once I get done with just the internal, the only other thing would be the management team page, because that's I did some work on it based on what the CEO, what Patty kind of wanted. So I did a couple things on that one too. This is we had 2 lighthouses picked for IT, and that was the second one. And then the boys wanted they liked this galaxy thing, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, that one was cool.
So Risk, I love their tagline.
What?
Oh, here's a good one that you guys, I have to show you this one. I'll show you guys that on my page. So I think this is the IT one, which I could come from here, or I could go, since I'm in IT, to my lighthouse. But I'll let her see this one. This is our security cameras, and then we built it and gave the URL to the departments.
Yeah, she showed me. This is super cool.
And then we put our logo right on the computer.
That's so cool.
That's so fun. And
yeah,
then I don't
love
know
this
if you
page.
saw this, but we did our countdown. So if she wants to see the countdown real quick. I mean, of course, it doesn't have time anymore.
Of course, now it's 0 days, 0 hours, 0 minutes.
And then this right here was for them to get that start page. And then this is the video of, we did a walkthrough on the video. And we have it there, and we have it in our, oh, hi. I'm on the phone. Is it something, okay, give me a minute. So then what we did is prior to the staff rollout, we also did our own training videos. And we talk about everything within the portal. So
Oh, I love it.
we put that there for them too. But I just love the security one. So I'll just show the last one then real quick on the management team, because of course not everyone has access to that one. And I made it as an internal page. This is the lighthouse that Patty has. And then of course, you know, our tagline and simplistic, again, what is it that she wants me to have in here? You know what I mean? And our strategic plan. She just gave me something, so I'll have to add some content now. We also have 2 different kinds of project trackers, so I put the links in there so that they would be pretty, nice and simple to get to. Here's our Tableau. This one I then stole because we spent so much time on these pictures,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
So we added these, and then these are all the Tableau reports, so like we were just talking, and these go right to the URL, so another one for Nathan. So we did it either as a button for departments or for the management team. Then we have it where, you know, what is the list that is important to our CEO that she wants them to see. And then those are, again, tied by permissions and AD. So if they don't have the permissions to see the pages, then they're not going to see them, you know?
Yeah.
So, and then what was the other thing we added in here? She only gave me 3 links, and it looked kind of boring, so I did them as big ones. You know what I mean? So then again, we have our links to our links, all the places that she wants us to go to.
No, you did so stinking awesome on this.
So that's the new stuff. So so some new stuff there for you.
No, I appreciate it. It's like I need to get an update when I know she's made some changes. So no, it looks awesome, and thanks for sending me kind of the staff feedback as well. That was really cool to see that, and that everyone's responded well and really like it.
Well, I just thought you guys might want to hear like what people were saying, because I was.
Oh,
really,
definitely.
You know what I mean? Like that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Where is? There was something. So I don't know if she saw any of the booklets that I put together for people, or you probably, all those Excels I sent you.
Yeah, I believe I've shared that a couple times in our morning meeting as kind of best practices and examples that other CSMs can kind of say, hey, here's how this group did it, was successful, you know, put together something in Excel similar to what they did, and you know, it really helped, you know, move everything along there.
Here's our old management team one. So I did get one screenshot. I did get a before screenshot on that one. So this is what we had before.
It is night and day.
I think so. Well, now I got like 5 million windows open, but I'll just close out Chrome.
Just a couple up there.
Yeah.
So. No, I definitely appreciate you making some time to do this. I was like, this is very important, because this is, I tell everybody, I was like, when they talk about remodeling or relaunching, I'm like, listen, a recent relaunch remodel is by far in my opinion, the best portal we have in the whole Passageways family. I think it's.
Oh, you're so sweet. I'm so happy. And then here's what some of the pictures I took. So everybody got those little squishy things. And here's, you know, we talked about, I did all the portal alerts for you, Kim, because I didn't know what you would need. So this is on the hunt, our scavenger hunt. And then this is what I sat there in the boardroom for 3 hours, and we put the lighthouse stickers even on top of those. And then here's like clue 1 right there. Like, where was it? Where did it tell you to go? When is the next? We did it at different times because I didn't want people to cheat, and people that were on vacation or did work different shifts. So you can see like where it was, what did I have as the clue? When did I send the alert? Where did I find the next one? So you see it was buried here. So then that clue. When hey, here's your clue. And we did like so many per day, and then I did the drops to show exactly where do you go to have found this. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like this one was buried here. So like they actually had to come here, they had to click on my bat phones, they had to find the bat phones, they had to actually, you know, so turning it on and turning it off was a little bit of fun. And then our rates, so then I went to the PDF of our loan rates and I had to swap it out and then go back and remove it and put the originals. But I did this for you just in case you needed any of this, Cam.
Oh yeah, I would definitely love this. This is
And
awesome.
how we did.
You just gave me my Monday morning success story.
But again, like, see, we tried to like hide it, but not. So we did the lighthouse and put the letters, and it was a word scramble, and our word was empowerment. So I came up with the word, and my team loved it. So I was really excited. Like this one was kind of hard to find, right? You're looking at promotions, and it's like,
Yeah.
do you go click or do you find it? So my Megan girl in marketing, and this was a new directory, so I wanted people to know that this was there. You know, trying to force them to click in different spots. And we wanted, oh, and then this was like, again, 2 different ways that they could get to the employee deck. They could go from the banner, they could go from the homepage. And once they were there, oh, they went to medical and wellness. Then they had to go to Teledoc. That's one of our new products, you know, products. And then it was buried. They had to scroll to find it. So we kind of made it a little hard. And then products and services. And cards, and then in cards they had to go to the comparison because I wanted them to see the comparisons if they didn't have time to, so that they could see that we have these out there for them. And then we pushed that on the bottom, and then she wanted something, HR wanted it, so we did fun and social on an upcoming event, and I hid the voice your concern, and then I changed the word to say, hey, thanks for participating, you know what I mean? And then what we did is we did prizes, 3 prizes for backups, and we did 2 for front, well, we did 3, but only 2 from the front line actually submitted it. And then here, this is so that I made them tell us who they were and what the word was in the Voice Your Concerns, because that was date and time stamped, as well as forcing them to use, again, an island in the portal.
Yeah.
And here were the frontline winners, and then what I did is I had them put it in the newsletter, so this is what HR did, and they put their pictures for us of the employees that won. That was back office, and this was frontline, and what they won, how much money, you know, they won. So that I put together.
I wanted to be a part of the scavenger hunt. I would have won $50.
I wanted to be part of it too, but I couldn't.
Right? You're like, I already know where everything is, so.
And I think that was it. I mean, other than, you know, so that was for the rollout. What did I have? Did I do anything else for staff rollout? Oh no, these were just my notes. And then as a thank you for the team, you know, did a couple was there. So the girls got the lighthouse, and this is what I used for part of our design team. So I thought that was kind of cool because it went with our theme. Those were other ones I was looking, but that was the one that we got. And then for the boys, because I only had 2, I went and found a gift store that actually is called Gives the Float. So this is a deck of cards. It's all Michigan lighthouses. And then I got them an Amazon card. And then I found the last 2 in the whole building, lighthouse cups. So I was pretty excited about finding
It's so
that.
stinking cool.
Yeah, I tried, you know me, I'm a very theme-oriented person. All my parties have a theme, color coordinate, you know what I mean? So I was really trying to keep in line with the theme for presents. So,
Yeah.
and then,
No, it is beautiful.
if she didn't know this, let's see. We had our CEO do in a newsletter blast to the staff about the portal. So that was nice too. And I think
Definitely.
it ended
And
up-
if you feel free to bombard me with as many examples or anything that you documented as you want, because this is awesome stuff that you did. Super cool.
I think that's it. I mean, does she have any questions? I mean,
Oh
you
gosh.
and I have worked a lot together, so.
Yeah.
Me, I like the quick clicks, a quick push, you know, just one click, as minimal as possible. I like that there's color. Very, you know, again, I'm super organized. Everything, or at least in my eyes, I super organized everything.
Oh, for sure.
And I don't know if she even, so when I had people do the revamp, I did a naming scheme. So if it was a document, they had to do DOC and then like their department and then what was the name of the doc, because I wanted everything to be consistent. So if it's a form, if it's a, you know, whatever manual, it would say man, if it's a policy, if it's a procedure. So then that way, from that concept, I did it so that they would have to know that they're the owner of these items, and then it made it easy to work on the internal and public page because the portal design team did all the public pages. The department has only did their internal. We did everything else for them. We did it all. And then I was able to use this for the libraries. This really helped when we came to this piece of it. You know?
Oh yeah.
Then
It totally streamlined it.
that really helps. So, and I don't think there's anything much more probably to show her.
It's pretty amazing, I'll tell you that much. It's not every day that we get to see our customers' portals, so it's really great to see one of the best. So definitely.
I'm just super excited that you guys think that, because you know Cam is so nice and he's such a little schmoozer. So I'm like, oh, so I'm super excited about the portal, and I was super excited to share it. And, and I'd be like, okay, Cam, tell me if this is a bad idea. This is what I'm thinking. He's like, wow, hey, I think I might have an example for you. Or he'd be like, oh, yeah, no one's done that. Maybe we can do it, and we'd play, and we'd get it to work.
Right.
Like we tried to customize as much as possible. Like if you saw on our tabbed islands, a lot of our tabbed islands, I was able to customize those too, which was pretty exciting. Who has an island, a tabbed island? So I was able to like play with the colors and the fonts right here. So I got to tell you, Eric is amazing. So Eric and Shane worked with Dan on Active Directory. I did a lot with Eric on my customization pieces, and Cam has been the best. So it's nice to hear someone else on your team, Cam, saying kind of the stuff that you've been telling me versus, oh, you're just being nice.
No, definitely. I mean, you guys are definitely paving the way for what the portal is capable of. I have a group that's kind of struggling with creativity since they recently updated, and there's a lot of great things that I'll be able to take back to her, and just to give her some insight and some hope. And actually, these tabbed islands that's one of the things that she's currently struggling with, is just getting them to be more modern and aesthetically pleasing than,
and the hover, and Eric was amazing, but I have notes on everything too, but like being able to change the colors on the hover, changing it from black to white, getting our font in there. This was a lot of customization that he helped me with. He also helped me on the reservations page. I didn't like how small it was. I didn't like that I only had 4 on the page. I didn't like the font. So he helped me with the customizing of this area a little bit. And he helped me here because I knew that I had to make 17 different banners, but I didn't care. That's what I wanted. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wanted it customized to the individual, and I wasn't gonna, I didn't care how many hours it took to get it to do it. And it works beautifully. I'm so super excited about this. My lighthouse, you have no clue. So yes.
You can definitely tell you've put a lot of time and energy into it.
2 months, 3 months. But I love it. I love it. And I don't mean to be rude and hurt anyone's feelings, but I really didn't care for it before. Like I knew that there was a potential for it, but it was just like getting people on the same page so now we have 0 public pages for people. Like, people don't even open up this, they don't expand this, because everything, Sammy, look at our old logo, these clicks, nothing went anywhere. It didn't do anything. Look at our old tabbed islands. You see how like old fashioned they look? You know what I'm saying? Scrolling, no pictures, nothing exciting. Yeah. So I just have to do the before and after for you, Cam, on the old portal, but yeah, that'll come, right?
Yeah, definitely. No, and I'm glad Stacia Hopton said that, and I did not pay her to say that. It really is. Everyone here really loves it. So, and it's just awesome to see how well it's worked for your team. And that the feedback that you shared with me that they gave you, that was super cool to see. I mean, because you can make it look as pretty as you want, but if it's not functional, then what'd you really do? And it's both with you, which is so cool to see.
I do have to tell your new coworker, this was really nice. I found it at one of their training sessions that they had, and then Cam gave it to me. This really helped us in terms for your team that you're assisting.
Oh, yeah.
And setting this up.
Mm-hmm.
This was a huge help to us. So I'm actually going to be keeping it where we won't lose this page. The other thing is we set up I wanted to do like a template, so then that way when people, like, we gave them an actual template, wrong one, so that they could build out, so of course, behind the scenes doing all the stuff that needs to get done to get them to that point. But let me see if I have to remember what I called it, because now I haven't been into the design piece of it. So this is the templates that we gave people.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's not coming all the way through. It's probably because I'm back in IE now. Hold on. I think it was this one. Yeah, so then now all we do is we would swap out their photo, and then these is already kind of like pre-built for them. We have a couple things pre-built just to make it a little bit easier, I think.
I think templates are the future. We're really working on that internally as well.
Yeah.
Implementing pages.
And this was fun though, because we had to do a color page and then I had that hover thing, and then I had to do a boring one, and then I had to do the hyperlinks. So that one, to me, that's why I put it under departments, because to me this was super cool to do the rollover, right? So the stuff that made me in marketing excited, I don't know how many people are actually going here, but I love it, so.
That is neat.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you so much for showing me around. I really appreciate
thank you
that.
for sure, Linda. And what we'll want to do from here, obviously, anytime you need anything, just shoot me an email, give me a call. But we will want to, and I'll get more information to you. Probably sometime soon. Start kind of planning what we'll want to show off in that bestie, kind of what you'll want to present. We'll go through that, and then secondary to that too, I'll send it over to you right after this. When you get a chance, if you could do that review, that would be awesome. And if you would do me a favor on that too, whenever you complete it, just shoot me an email so that I can let our marketing team know that there's a new one out there on G2 Crowd, and we'll get that gift card in the mail to you for sure. There is a piece on it, and I actually added you on LinkedIn today. I think in order to make it, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Not confirm, verify. In order to verify, you have to have a LinkedIn account, basically. It's not going to show your LinkedIn account or anything, but it's just to verify that you.
That's the whole point of
cool.
LinkedIn. Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll be friends with you on LinkedIn.
Perfect. We connected. So awesome. Awesome. Well, hey, if you have any questions or anything like that, just let me know. And thank you so much for sharing this, taking some time today and sharing all this with me. This is incredible.
Well, and I'm going to let you decide what you want. I'll give you everything, and then you guys tell us what you want us to present. You know what I mean?
Beautiful. Yeah, and we'll work hand in hand together on kind of figuring out how we want to present it, whether you want to show that video as part of it too, or kind of how we want to lay it out. Because you will definitely be at the top of the list for besties, 100%. So this is awesome.
I'm pretty
excited.
Yeah.
So cool. Well, Erlinda, you enjoy the rest of your day, and happy Mother's Day in advance.
Oh, thank you.
Hopefully you get some quality time with the kiddos and the grandkids, and then of course back to the grind on Monday.
All righty. Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you.
Okay, hey, you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later, Linda.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.